once again for turning into my channel and to hear and see what's going on in our lives. Today's video is all about our daughter Annie, and primarily us, Annie and I, going to see her wonderful physician at Emory University Hospital, a wonderful teaching hospital here in Georgia. The appointment was for checking in on her Ehlers Danlos Syndrome and how that affects her other conditions that go along with it. Primarily, this appointment is for her POTS, which stands for, I can get this right because I can never say it correctly, Postural Orthostatic Tachycardia Syndrome. The POTS, it's easier to refer to it that way, is the thing that gives her the most, well, maybe not the most, but certainly a great deal of symptoms that we have to manage and that she has to deal with, and part of why she has a service dog. It is to see how we're doing, how Annie's doing, if we needed to tweak anything, and then just a few thoughts and reflections on how it feels as a mom of a child, a grown adult, but still my child, who has a chronic condition. And a little fashion thrown in there. I hope you all are having a great day. Love you much and talk to you soon. Bye.
Good morning, Murrell. Oh, goodness. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. You do not have permission to be up there right this minute. No, you did not ask permission. Good morning. I should make you get down, but you're so cute. Ooh. Good morning, Bobbin. Good morning.
Outfit of the day. Heading to a doctor's appointment with Annie. I'll tell you later. Gotta run. Chauffeur does not want to be pictured. But Annie, you're so lovely. Okay. She's literally hiding. So we had a very productive, what did we do? Doctor's appointment. Yep. And so all I have to do is just turn it and then okay, it looks like it's like I'm being driven by a ghost. This can't be safe.
We're really going.
What? What? Do not try this at home. These are for professionals only. Hopefully so. Stopping at Publix. Two of our favorite things. Pub sub. Who doesn't love a Publix pub sub? And lesser known, but just as fabulous, are the chicken wings. We are a fan of the Publix chicken wings.
Publix pickup. Hot and spicy? Not at all. Like, I don't even think there was salt and pepper. So, I don't know exactly what happened, but there's no flavoring on this one. But this one will light your mouth on fire. So, I don't know if it's Freaky Friday day at Publix, but just thought I'd give a general warning that it's a good thing we bought both of them, because we have one gal in our home who doesn't like spicy at all. The rest of us like spicy, but I mean, moderate spicy. This is like, my lips are still on fire spicy. So, anyway, just be warned. You never know. You never know. So today it was a doctor's appointment for Annie, our youngest daughter, who has Ehlers Danlos Syndrome and POTS. And this was the outfit. I could have gone a little more elegant, maybe, but I wanted to be comfy because you never know how long those waits are going to be, and I also never know how cold it's going to be in there. And my feet tend to be the thing that gets cold the quickest. Outfit of the day. Pretty sure almost everything here I got via TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Big shocker. Another way I like to wear this, and I learned this from Melissa Murrell, and if you've never watched her videos, you have to go watch them. She's a British stylist who went on the internet during lockdown, during COVID, and has gained a huge following, and rightly so. Love their stuff. She talks a lot about the importance of a white base so many times, and it doesn't have to be bright white. If your skin tone doesn't do bright white, you can do ivory, but just the idea of in the white ivory family, and separating sometimes two colors with a little bit of white showing is really helpful. Well, hello.
You recording?
I am. I was. I should have kept that going because that was Rob, and I get a big hug and a kiss. But anyway, I think we were talking about white shirts. Okay. It's amazing what a difference that does make. So love it. And it kind of brings out the white in my shoes. And voila, I have taken off the sweater, and this is what my outfit for the afternoon has looked like. Again, this is a super soft cotton t-shirt. This is what it would look like tucked in, and you could add a belt, but I didn't really feel like, again, I'm at home for the rest of the afternoon, that I need to tuck it in, but you can tuck it in. You could tuck it in just halfway, you could tuck it in all the way around, but I'm really just loving it out because it's not a super long t-shirt, which is amazing. Again, with my short frame, I don't always like to have t-shirts that come down to here and then I gotta stuff it and it just throws off the whole groove. It may not be quite as elegant as I often like to go and feel, but I do feel very put together, and there's a sense of elegance for me in this. That's one of my key styling words, and it's one of those things I would love to do an entire thing on, is being able to walk through the Allison Bornstein concept of what are your 3 styling words, how you find them. You can obviously have more than that, but my 3 are elegant, comfy, because I'm too old, too sensory triggered to not be comfy, but comfy gets to be defined by me and what feels comfy to me. And the other one I think I inherited from my mom, and that is showstopper. That's my 3rd word, is showstopper. And something about my outfit has to feel like a showstopper. And even in this t-shirt, sort of jeans, they're not really denim, but they're sort of say if they're t-shirt and jeans and sneakers, or tennis shoes as we say down here, there is elements to this that for me feel like a showstopper, and that is the way that this, I don't know if you can see that really well, but the way that this pocket
it's not even a pocket, but it's the way that that seam is. That feels very elevated, very showstopper, the kind of thing that makes you turn your head and go, wait, what? That's different. Adding jewelry, obviously, accessories, and even the sweater, just having the sweater, I think that third layer, especially when it's very Ralph Lauren-esque looking, makes me feel like this is a showstopper for me. This feels elegant, and it is definitely comfy. So anyway, to round out all of that, that's the look of the day. I'll go into all the other stuff at some other point, hopefully, and if that's something you want to hear more about, let me know in the comments below. So thanks. Talk to y'all soon. Love you. Bye. Hey, I just wanted to jump on and share a little bit about Annie's doctor's appointment, not details, but just every time we go to things like this, how I feel, what it's all about. The challenges that she faces on the regular are difficult to watch as a mom, but I couldn't be more in awe of another human being, the way that she navigates her disability. I'm sure I will share more details as time goes by, but that Annie deals with Ehlers Danlos Syndrome and POTS as one of the many things that she has in her chronic condition. It just hit me today as we were driving there, as we have been to lots of these kind of doctor's appointments, and this one was with a cardiologist, and just following up and making sure prescriptions are refilled, and nothing major. Again, this is not a deadly disease. It is not terminal, but it is something like she will need a cardiologist for the rest of her life, along with other physicians to help with the symptoms of her condition. If you know someone like Annie or like myself that have something chronic, that includes fatigue, that includes pain, that includes any of the things like that, one of the phrases that is often said to me, and I know it's been said to Annie, and I know we've said it to Annie before we realized what was going on, and it's meant as a compliment. It's meant to show, gosh, you're so strong, you're so brave. But it is the phrase, man, it was just amazing to watch you push through. Man, you are so strong. You just push through the pain. You push through the fatigue. You push through being tired. You push through. And the number of times that I've been commended for pushing through, or my child has been commended for pushing through, makes it hard, makes this moment even harder, because what we've come to realize is that our bodies send us those signals of being utterly exhausted or pain signals for a reason. Even if the pain is our brain sending wrong pain signals, there's something internally that is going on or has gone on that we need to pay attention to. And if our body says we're tired and we keep telling it, no, I want to ignore your signals, I'm just going to keep pushing through so that the rest of the world doesn't think I'm lazy, that there's, something emotionally disturbed about me because I can't keep going like everyone else, or whatever the what if they might think might be. What we've come to understand as a family is it's really okay to not push through. In fact, we champion you, Annie, not pushing through. There are seasons where our oldest daughter, we're like, don't push through that. Like, it's okay to rest. It's okay to listen to your body. I have had a very hard time. I can do it. I have to do it, but it doesn't ever, that feeling of like, this doesn't feel right not to push through. And yet I am trying to be gracious and kind to my own body and to my brain and to my adrenals and to all the things that keep telling me, hey, we cannot right now. And I label everything as a season because I'm always hopeful that things are going to change, both for what Annie deals with and what I deal with. If you know someone who deals with a chronic condition and you feel that need to make them feel better when they show up for an event, just know that it's probably taken everything in them to do that, because sometimes just taking a shower can wipe you out for the rest of the afternoon. It's a lot when you think about it. You gotta, especially as a girl, you gotta get in the heat, and then you gotta do the hair, and then you gotta do the shaving, and now that includes from head to toe shaving, and just it takes a lot to just show up somewhere in the, let alone, Lord forbid, we do makeup and fashion and style our clothes and put on the accessories and all the things that make us feel really good about ourselves. It's a lot sometimes. Some days it's going to look like they don't have anything at all. Like they're going to look like they don't have a chronic condition, and what's the big fuss about? But a lot of conditions are seemingly invisible, and so what looks great on one day can be just it took everything to be here to show up, and then the next day there's going to be a crash, because there has to be. It's like driving in to a gas station on empty. You're not going to keep driving that car on empty. You're going to pull in and give it however much gas it needs to be able to make it to the next destination. Just wanting to share that it's okay if you're out there and you just cannot push through, and people don't understand why, when you used to be such a good pusher througher, that it's okay. Don't worry about pushing through. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't push through when your body says, can we just rest, please? Or when your body says, hey, that's really painful now. It's okay. And that doesn't mean you give up, and that doesn't mean that you don't have grit and stamina and perseverance, and that you're not long suffering. You're going to be suffering. You're going to have grit to get through everything that you're already doing, and it is enough. That is enough. So anyway, just wanted to share. Thanks. Talk to y'all later. Bye. She has several accounts. She has Astra the Service Dog Instagram account that if you want to follow their story, you can, about her and her service dog. Most situations where I'm going deep and serious. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Look at this. Okay, every once in a while, wait, I don't know if you can see Rob. Can you see Rob? Yeah, oh, there he is. And every once in a while, he gets that pressure washer and it shoots up out of so it's like being at Disney or somewhere where there's a waterworks show. In the old way,